So you really want to avoid using small tiles in the bathrooms of your rental properties. So that's single-lets, HMOs where you have shared bathrooms, and especially HMOs where you have en-suites, and also service accommodation properties, so short stay properties. And the reason for this is because of the various maintenance issues related with bathrooms, and also a buildup of mold and grime and things like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love small tiles. They look great, but when it comes to rental properties, there are loads and loads of maintenance issues. I mean, it's a constant pain actually when you're managing a large portfolio of properties. So the reason for this is there's a build-up of grime along here. So what you want to do is you want to avoid small tiles, but you especially want to avoid tiles that have uneven surfaces, and it's because they trap water, or they don't allow water to pass by easily. So as an example, spray this, wipe that down now. As you can see, because it's uneven, it doesn't fully remove the water or the liquid, and then they'll get trapped between there, and that's where mold will build up. An example is in there, although there will be, for example, there. Now a solution for this would be aquaboards. I know they don't look as stylish as tiles, but when you consider that you have to potentially, to find leaks, you have to potentially take all these tiles out. That's going to be a really expensive job, whereas if it's an aquaboard, you just take the board off, do whatever you need to do, so repairs, all that sort of stuff, and then put a new one on. Another thing to consider as well with tiles is you don't want small tiles along here, because they are going to be an absolute pain when it comes to maintenance. Obviously, those small tiles will need to be replaced if we need to access anything underneath. So ideally, if you've got tiles here, just use a long strip of plastic or whatever it is that you need to do along here that can be taken off cheaply and replaced. Also, this is where a lot of water will collect, and obviously you can see from here there's mold there and there's not so much up there, and the reason is because that's where the water will collect over time. Ideally, you want to be finding these squidges in your bathrooms to encourage tenants to help look after the bathroom as well. And you don't want to do things like put mirrors in the actual shower unit itself, because that is just a disaster waiting to happen. It's not if, it's a matter of when. As you can see, this is already coming loose. Let me get back out of it. Okay, so yeah, as I said, I love small tiles. They look great, but for the purpose of rental properties, at the end of the day, it is an investment property. You really should be, maybe use larger tiles instead to reduce the amount of grouting and space between the tiles, which will then collect water and dirt and then show a lot of grime. Or ideally, just use aquaboards. They don't look amazing, but they do the job, and that's what you need. Because if there is a maintenance issue, this will all have to come off. And it's a constant fight against grime, especially with tenants. They're not going to be after this. Also, for a tip for property investors out there and landlords, if you're installing en-suites, make sure it's on a raised bed like this en-suite, like this person's done here, because when there are leaks, rather than having to take everything off from the floor, you can actually just go underneath the bed here and find out what the issue is, and then repair it. Again, otherwise it's a big job. Other things to look out for are these strips along here, because that's where a lot of water will collect, and that will give, it will just look awful. Okay, so my name is Nguyen. We let and manage high quality HMOs and single-lets in and around Birmingham, and this is essentially what we do day to day. maintenance, hands-on maintenance, like this sort of stuff. And if you are a property developer, property investor or landlord, and you're building out a new rental property, especially HMOs with en-suites, and really your HMOs need en-suites. I know that small tiles look great on Instagram and they look great the first time you do it, and you attract tenants quickly and you achieve that extra premium. But once that property has been let for a year, 6 months to a year, that premium, that new room premium will disappear, and also your maintenance costs will, compared to a bathroom aqua panels, your maintenance will be a lot more expensive. It's the same with having a room with loads of different color paint. Looks nice at the start, but once it's lived in for a few years, the maintenance cost really does rack up. All right, hope that's something helpful, and see you guys next time. Bye.